And how about you? Were you raised by both mother and grandmother, or just mother?
No, my mother and grandmother.
And what was your impression of them then, growing up? And who gave it to you?
As a kid?
Yeah. A kid, teenager.
Like elementary. Well, I think I went through different stages. So as a kid, like in elementary, like my daughter, her age, it was just not good or bad. It was just kind of like how he said, they fed me and they were just there.
Right.
And then middle school, we grew up super Christian, like Bible thumper Christian, so we couldn't listen to like worldly music and do certain things.
As a kid?
Yeah, well, like in middle school.
Oh.
And my mom we were able to listen to Kiss FM. So that was really
She started
cool.
what?
I was able to listen to a specific like radio station that had certain music, and I thought she was cool. So then my middle school age, I thought my mom was cool. My grandma was just kind of like in the back burner. And high school was something else. High school, I kind of began to see that my mom and my grandma were both crazy. And it was based off of their actions and not really what they would tell me, because they would tell me like, oh, your dad is this and your mom is good and your grandma's the best because now she's helping your mom. And so I never really took it. I got to see who my dad was, because I would still go visit my dad, and then I'd come home and see how crazy my mom and grandma were. And now as an adult, I see my mom as since she started listening to you. Well, I've always seen her kind of like as a little lost soul that she needs help.
Right.
And my grandma's she's just sane as her daddy. So I feel like there's no coming back for her. But my mom, I see that she wants to change, and I've always seen it in her where she had, I guess, potential.
Oh, you've always thought of your mother as a possibility of changing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I did. Well, because my dad would like correct her a lot, and she would like, when she wasn't with her mom, she would listen to my dad.
Oh, I see.
But when my grandma would come around, she would act just like her mom. So there was some hope there, but I still just kind of like let it be, because I was the rebel or whatever, and I didn't really care what she said. So
in closing on this, I got another question. How do your kids see you?
Man, well, I have a teenage son,
Right.
And I don't know. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I can for sure see that sometimes when we have to, not just me, because I gave up and I'm like, I'm not doing any of that, but when we sit down and correct him.
She's pointed at her husband.
My husband, my husband. When we have to sit down and correct him, I can see that he can't stand me, and that's totally fine. And I tell him, I'm like, look, kid, I know there's lots of words that you're calling me in your head. As long as they're in your head, I'm okay with it. But the second it comes out of your mouth, like, that's a different thing. So I can see.
What would you do if he? What would you do if he called you? What were you thinking out loud?
I would probably laugh first, or I would try to hold it back, because I would think it's funny coming from him, and then I would maybe pop him in the head.
Whoa!
Yeah, I would probably. Maybe.
I can see you doing that.
Yeah.
And would your husband pop you in the head for popping him?
He would probably take me to the side and tell me off. Not tell me off, but like correct me and just.
But he wouldn't do it in front of him?
Not in front of my son.
Why not?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you do it? Would you do it in front of your son, or you take it to the corner somewhere?
To correct her?
Right.
I've corrected her in front of him, so I wouldn't mind doing it. I guess if it was.
So if she popped him in the head, would you take her in the corner and pop her in the head? Or would you pop her in the head right there in front of him?
I wouldn't pop her in front of him.
Why not?
Because I wouldn't want him to repeat that type of behavior.
But she started the motion.
Right. I don't know.
It wasn't you.
It wasn't me. I don't know. When you say it, I guess you're basically giving me the green light to pop her in the head. So.
How will your son learn how to deal with dating and his wife, if he doesn't see how you're dealing with your wife, how will he learn to do it?
He won't. He'll learn it elsewhere, and then he'll learn it the wrong way.
So why would you take your wife in the corner and pop in the head?
When you're saying it like that, the reason why I would do it is because I wouldn't want him to see. If I were to pop her in the head, I wouldn't want him to see that.
But he saw her popping him in the head.
I don't know. You have a good point. I don't know.
And my point is what?
Your point is, if she's doing it, you should correct her with the same behavior so he can learn it.
Does it make sense that he would take the son and his wife in the corner and pop her in the head, or should he pop in the head right in front of the mother?
This is so funny. Well, I think, like as I'm hearing it, I'm thinking like we have such a worldly conversation of like popping somebody in the head or your wife. It like has a label of domestic violence, and I think that's kind of what I'm seeing going on. I think however he would choose to handle it would be the right way, but I think correcting his wife in front of his son isn't wrong. I think just generally speaking, like hitting people is not maybe the first knee-jerk reaction, you know?
So if he's seeing his wife pop his son in the head,
Right.
are you saying he should take her in the corner and pop her? Or
No,
should he pop her?
I don't think he should pop her at all. I think he could just be like, hey.
He shouldn't pop her at all?
No, I mean, this is like so funny to me.
What the?
I don't think it's a necessary correction just because his wife popped her son in the head that he should just pop his wife in the head. Like
Why not?
I don't think that's just I don't think it needs to be like that. I think he could
Why
just
not?
say like, "Yo, cut it out." You know
But
what I
that's
mean?
not what the mother said to him.
So funny. I mean, I don't. I just have a cartoon in my head of like everybody's arms swinging around, popping each other in the head. I don't think that's. I don't think it's wrong or right. Like, what if he did pop her in the head or not? I think correcting his wife in front of his son is absolutely appropriate, whether it looks like popping her in the head or like, yo, you need to chill out. You know what I mean? It's just.
You
it's
think he
discretion.
should
I don't
say
think
you
it
need to
needs
chill
be-
out or just pop her?
I don't think it. I don't think he. I mean, I don't. I'm putting myself in that situation. I mean, it definitely would like startle me if somebody popped me in the head.
If you pop your daughter in the head because
Right.
she said something that hurt your feeling, should her father come and pop you right in the head or take you in the corner?
I mean, I think, yeah, he could pop me in the head. I think
He
that's
should pop
fair.
you in the head?
Yeah. I
So
think
why
that's fair.
can't you pop her?
I mean, I think, yeah, I just, yeah, pop away, man. You know, sock it to her.
Amazing. What do you think? If you pop one of your kids in the head,
Say that again, sorry.
your husband is right there, you pop one of the kids in the head, should he pop you right then in the head or take you in the corner and pop you?
So I think I know better than to pop one of my kids in the head because I already see his arm.
we're doing
coming.
an if one on that. So what now?
I said I already know better to pop one of my kids because I already see his arm coming.
And so should he pop you right then or take you in the corner and pop you?
Are you asking me? See, it depends if you're asking me now, like where I'm at in my overcoming state, or to where I was, a year ago. My answers would be different.
If you should pop one of your kids in the head, your husband's sitting right there, should he pop you in the head or take you in the corner?
Okay, so this is the final question. I'm trying to answer this the right way, correct way.
What are you saying? I can't hear you. You like, who you talking to, the devil?
I'm trying to make sure that I'm communicating
You
properly.
speaking in tongue? I got so much to get to. We got to end at 12:30
I
because
think
we
that
have a Thanksgiving dinner. Huh?
Can we get a show of hands?
Let me get a quick answer from you then. Yeah,
I
that's a
think
good
that he-
idea.
Okay, I have so much to say on this, but like I don't know how to go about it. So I think yes, he has the right to, because I think what am I teaching my son if I'm popping him in the head? If he doesn't check me in front of him, then it's like, what am I? I'm saying that behavior is okay, right?
So sure he popped you right then and there?
Yes, but I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't appreciate it. But
Oh,
yeah.
And your son wouldn't like it either
And
if
he
you
wouldn't like
popped
it either,
him.
yeah. So I already know. That's why I said I wouldn't do it, because I already could see his arm coming. So I
Right.
just wouldn't even do it. For me personally.
How many people think that if the mother popped the child in the head, the husband should pop her right then and there?
Right in the, right in the kissing.
Nice. Who say no? Why do you say no? And then the young lady in the pink want to respond. Why do you say no, he shouldn't?
Because I think if he's trying to correct her, I don't think he should exhibit the same behavior. Maybe he should.
If she popped her in the head,
Right.
him
So,
in the head.
so she popped the kid. He should check her right then and there.
But
in
pop
front of-
is a check.
No. Like, but right then and there, he should check his wife. You know,
Right.
let her know that's not acceptable. You shouldn't be putting her hands on, you know what I mean, right in front of his son. So his son understands, okay, daddy has my back. He's not gonna be letting mommy put her hands on me. But he shouldn't smack her.
Why not?
That's crazy. Why would you?
Because she just slapped his son, smacked his son.
No.
Or
you don't-
daughter.
No, but you don't follow her lead. Like you're not.
You're not following her, you leading her there.
No. So she does something, and then you go right behind her and do the same thing. It's not right.
Why not?
You have to show her the way to handle situation. You have to show her. You have to stay you and handle the situation the way it needs to be handled.
But how will she learn if she doesn't feel the pain that her son just felt?
Also, the kid sees you.
Hold on a minute, hold on.
You don't need to physically hit her for her to understand.
Why? That's what she thought about the son?
But that doesn't mean it was right.
And why you say that?
Because just because she did something, right?
She smacked the son.
Right. But she's
She
not gonna do
just
it again.
Something.
But she's not gonna do it again.
Yes, she will. If she doesn't just smack, she'll do it again. Will you do it again if he said it over again?
Well, let me just clarify. I've never popped my kid.
Oh,
These are thoughts that go through my head,
right.
right?
We're talking about thoughts.
Right.
With him cursing, right?
Right. So these are just thoughts, because I usually, if anything like that goes down, he goes to dad before he comes to me.
Right.
So these are just thoughts that I just threw out there, right? Because I can see when he looks at me and he's probably like, you little...
Yeah, he
right?
call you the...
Yeah, he is. I know he's
The five-letter words.
telling me probably,
Yeah.
exactly. So I see it in his little face, and I'm like, the inside me, I'm like, ooh.
The devil's like, okay,
Yeah.
bring it on.
Right.
I'll
I'm not
show
gonna-
you.
Right. So in that moment when I catch myself, I do immediately go into the silent prayer, and I told him, look, kid, don't expect a reaction from me. Talk to dad. So I usually straight direct him to dad anyway. I haven't popped him.
Yet.
Yeah, well, the
You've been
feeling, the
close.
thoughts are there.
Yeah.
Very close, but I won't. Like,
But you do agree that if you do, your husband should pop you right then and there?
I like what he's saying.
I bet you do.
I do, but you know what? I don't know. I don't want to get to that point.
Right. And your husband think, yeah, you don't want to find out.
Yeah. I'm
But-
Hispanic, Jesse.
I
Pants are
know,
gonna fly.
that's why.
So, just saying, spatulas and everything come out. So,
What do you say? Should he smack her, pop her right in front of the child? Let's say that you pop your child in front of his or her father. Should the father smack you right back or take you to the room somewhere and correct you?
Well, I don't have any children, so I can't say from firsthand experience, but when you polled, I did say yes, he has, I think, the right to smack the woman, to pop her right in front of the kids. Right then and there.
Nice. See there? Amazing. This your first time here?
I came a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
with
nice.
a friend.
Okay, all right. Let me just clear it up. Y'all shouldn't be smacking one another, all right? But I meant that a husband should correct the wife in front of the children. Don't take her in the back room, don't take her in the corner, because the kids learn from the parents how to live their lives. And so if you're taking the wife in the back room somewhere, how would the son know what to do when he get married? He didn't know that you went back and he doesn't see the patient in you, how you should deal with it. So you should deal with it in front of the children, and the mother's not gonna like it, but it's just her ego being hurt. But the kids would know that you love them, that the father loved them, and they're standing between the mother and them and protecting them. But don't go physical, all right, unless you have to. But I'm not encouraging that. Is that clear? That makes sense?